Hello there and welcome to the Golden Joystick Awards 2012. Today we're going to be looking at the shooters shortlist. 13 massive hits, loads and loads of bodies, lots and lots of gore, just the way we like it. Don't we? CVG boys, Ian Wilson and Alex Dale, gorehounds both.
Absolutely, yeah.
And Matt Kill Count Peller, the biggest fragger this side of Fraggle Rock. And me, Rob Taylor, looking after joysticks. How are you going to follow that up then, Matt?
Walk it out.
Quitting.
Hear a damn slam.
Calling the sanitarium. What do you reckon, Matt? What do you think of that list? Sexy times?
Lots of sexy times. Lots of sexy shooter times. Yeah, it's a strong list. There were some games there that, before release, a lot of people were, either didn't care about or were very sceptical about its chances. Two in particular that jump out for that category would be the Darkness 2 and Spec Ops. I think the Darkness 2, a lot of people are saying, it's not Starbreeze, not interested. If Starbreeze were doing it, that's fine, but no, don't want it. As soon as it came out, everyone played it, realised, holy crap, they've made a game that I think matches the original. It's different in some ways. It had a more shooter focus than perhaps the original did. But did great stuff. And Spec Ops, not your traditional shooter that most people would expect.
Anti-war shooter, man.
Absolutely. I think in the past, Call of Duty's tried the whole anti-war thing. The old quotes.
The old quotes on the death screen.
But really, it was still glorifying war. Let's be honest. But Spec Ops, I think, all the way through, it threads through this tale, which is completely and utterly anti-war, and does some very interesting and clever things with that.
Starbreeze did get on the list with Syndicate.
They did, of course.
Did you play that?
I did.
Very strong shooter near the end. I just felt with Syndicate there were loads of great ideas and it didn't quite
great
kick
ideas,
off till
great
the end.
weapons.
Yeah.
If the ended stuff, if that was spread throughout the game, I think it would be an absolute contender. I think it fell down in a couple of zones.
Well, we're talking about the smaller games on the list in effect. Daly, do you want to you got any of the bigger ones there taking your fancy, or are you sort of fan of the underdog?
Well, I look at that list and I think who'd be a shooter, you can be a great game, but you're up against this wall of Gears of War, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Battlefield 3, Halo Anniversary, and that leaves games such as Binary Domain, which...
Binary Domain, what a great game.
A game of... It doesn't sound great, does it? But it is.
Great title.
Great title. That's why it sold about 900 copies. A game of a comparable quality would be a massive sort of contender in any other category, but it's just swamped by the big-name hitters. Ask yourself, when was the last time in a Call of Duty game you had to defend a teammate that was taking a poo?
Well,
I haven't played World at War yet.
Well, we
so
haven't. I think it probably is. I think it probably is in Black Ops 2. To be honest, I'd be very surprised if they hadn't stolen that idea from Sega.
Then you've got The Darkness 2, which fantastic gunplay. It took everything that was good about the first game by Starbreeze and just made it more solid, more frantic, more furious. And Spec Ops: The Line, which has got one of the best storylines I've seen in a shooter.
Yeah, definitely. Ian, what do you reckon?
Yeah, well, I've been playing a bit of the old Ghost Recon Future Soldier recently, and that's pretty cool with all the sort of stealth suit stuff they've got going on there.
Lots of mark and execute style stuff. I love Splinter Cell in that as well, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, I believe you can sort of squad up with friends online and sort of play it through all together on there. But if you're just playing it on your own, you've got your 3 AI squad mates who follow you around, and it's great for targeting enemies, and you can sort of pick a handful of them out, and then you all line up at the same time and do a sort of slow motion. Everyone takes a headshots and sort of working as a team to clear out areas. It's it works really well.
We were talking about Frostbite on another podcast, another little chatsies, Matt, and Battlefield 3. Now, most people would have experienced it on a PS3 and an Xbox, and it was a good-looking game. But if you play that on a full MPC, my God, the future now. And I think when I reviewed the single-player campaign for CVG, I was almost a little bit blinded by the unbelievable visuals. Obviously, the multiplayer in that game, absolutely staggering as well. I mean, Max Payne 3, absolutely fantastic game, great. A little bit different to what we've come to expect. Dale, I can see you making strange faces in the background there. So, maybe you were more of a fan of the kind of the old style Max Payne, but I thought the multiplayer in that was absolutely spectacular and really absolutely up there with the best of Battlefield and COD. And I think you've always in the shooter these days, people demand a fantastic multiplayer component if you're really going to challenge up there with the big boys. So anyway, summing up, Matthew, what do you think is going to win this category?
I think the single player took a bit of a shelling from some of the fans, but for its multiplayer dominance, and perhaps not dominance in numbers, but certainly in reception. I think Battlefield 3 has the fans to push it over the edge.
Interesting. Taylor.
I think the big two of Call of Duty and Battlefield have used up quite a lot of goodwill from a fan base. Generally, Call of Duty just through repetition, and Battlefield 3 pulled that stunt with the servers on consoles. So I think Gears of War is going to sneak in.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Matt on this one and say for the sort of the strength of the online component, Battlefield 3.
I think you've got a very good point. I absolutely love the shooting in Rage. Maybe other components didn't quite hold back.
As well.
Yeah, it was good.
Combo with a wing stick, then bam with the
I would be so happy if you all went and voted for Binary Domain because I just absolutely love that game. I think Halo Anniversary might bring a shock, but as always, it's up to you guys to vote to basically tell us who is the best. So please get involved. Go to www.goldenjoystick.co.uk. Visit us on Facebook. We've now fully enabled to you can vote on there, and there's loads of debate and prizes going on there and on our Twitter feed. So hope to see you soon.